October 31st, 2023. I was sat a couple of meters to the left, like in my bedroom, recording my first YouTube video ever. A video that you can still find on my channel, which I probably should have deleted, but I should delete, but I'm gonna leave it there until God knows when. What do you think was going through my mind in like the first seconds of my YouTube channel? Complete and utter terror, despair, and fear. I had no idea what I was going to become, what was going to become out of this, what I was actually going to achieve by recording in front of my phone with no microphone like I am doing right now, which is kind of good because you can see my hand gestures, but whatever. I had absolutely no idea. And guess what? This is like the 600th and 70th? 600 and I've posted 670 videos to this channel. A lot of them, maybe most of them, shorts. But you get the point. I'm not really that scared anymore. Because of course, this video might still not get 100 views even because of like the crappy audio and crappy setup and I don't know, mediocre rhetoric, even though I think that like my rhetoric is what really carries this channel, but you are literally supposed to be the judge of that, so tell me in the comments. I'd love to hear your opinion. Point is, I'm not that scared anymore. I'm not afraid of what is going to happen like I was more than a year ago. And yeah, it took time. Yeah, it took a lot of effort and a lot of experiences. But eventually, I got here. And one of the most important life lessons to me is that everything is the hardest it's ever going to be right now. For example, if you're afraid of women, like most of us are, like most philosophers are, if you're afraid of women, asking a girl out for the first time is going to be extremely difficult. If she rejects you, if or when a girl rejects you for the first time, it will feel as if somebody has just shot a bullet through your heart, but it hasn't actually penetrated any vital organs, like next to your heart, not through your heart, because you would be dead. But it's kind of like torture, honestly. You will feel like an absolute imbecile for a long time. Second time, you will also feel like an absolute piece of garbage. Like one of my sayings, top 10 most worthless pieces of garbage that have ever walked the earth. Yeah, it will still happen. What happens the third time? You tell me. You tell me what happens the third time. You maybe get a little bit upset, or really upset, but in a day or two, 3 days, it will it will pass. And there's the saying that, like, the guy with the most charisma that is getting all these girls, or the girl with the most charisma and femininity and whatever that is getting all of the boys, has probably been rejected or has felt rejected hundreds of times. So failure is the only metric of success. It's not the only metric of success, but it's the most reliable metric of success. I have had hundreds of videos that have had less than 100 views. Now when I get a video to like more than 1,000, it's like my birthday. I get myself a cake. I don't get myself a cake. I don't eat cake. But you get the point. I get really happy. But I still had to suffer a lot for a couple of months, maybe even for like a year. I wasn't really suffering, I was growing, but whatever. To get to the point where I am now. And plus, this like endless stream of failures that you're going through isn't supposed to be painful. It needs to be a learning experience. When you ask a girl out for the first time and make an absolute ass of yourself, yeah, okay, it's kind of embarrassing. You will look back on it in a couple of years and cringe at it. Let's use that word for what it was supposed to be used for, to cringe at it. But in the moment, it can be a little bit funny with a little bit of self-irony, and I don't know, if you tell your mother about it, you can laugh about it together. It can be fun. Failure is an amazing metric of success, but it's also an amazing way to have fun. For example, if I'm really bad at mathematics and start going really in depth with what I can do to become better. Okay, my first exam, maybe I'll get like, there are two different like metrics of success when it comes to like exams, grading metrics when it comes to exams. If you're American, I don't know, maybe I'll get a D plus, and if you're European, I don't know, maybe I'll get a 6. Okay, first time, I'm gonna be upset. That's like the default reaction for this. But I can also look at it with a little bit of humor. Oh, god damn it, of course I got a 6. Okay, let's hyper-analyze. Just look at what I did wrong, and next time improve my mathematics, improve my knowledge, learn more about whatever subject I want to learn about, refine my skills at whatever I want to do, public speaking, talking to girls, editing, I don't know, maybe your first edit looks like a goddamn slideshow with no music on and whatever. I don't edit, but currently it does look like that for me. You can either get really upset over it, or you can get kind of happy about it. Just seeing it as an essential part of the learning experience. So, let's recap. The point of this video is to tell you that you need to do things in order for them to start hurting less in the future. Some suffering is necessary in order to improve. But you can also look at this suffering as a learning experience and maybe not even suffer that much. But now that I think about it, no matter what your mentality is, you will still feel insanely hurt the first time a girl rejects you, or the first video you post getting 0 views, or just like the plethora of things that you can do for the first time and them not going well. You will feel bad. And that's a good thing, because it's a growing experience, and that's how you evolve. So, expose yourself to the elements, I don't know. Expose yourself to women, to humiliation, to whatever, to failure in editing, to failure in reading, to failure in school. Expose yourself to social failure. Expose yourself to musical failure. Expose yourself to all types of failure in order to become something less of a failure. So, send this to somebody who you love, send this to somebody that you love, send this to somebody who needs it, or do a double whammy and send this to somebody who fills in both categories of what I just said. And I'll see you later.